Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in to today's second video, doing JMA Friday for today's second video. So as always on Friday, we're having a look at the weather for the month ahead with the Japanese and CFS 2 models, and I shall get on with that for you very shortly. Just to say that the first video today was our 6 AM upload, and we've got a 10 to 14 day coming up later on for all of the regular features, so you can please like, share, subscribe on videos, and thank you so much everyone for doing that. Right then, so we're going to start off with the JMA 500 millibar height anomaly flowchart broken down into weekly periods. So the first week period will take us from today, the 16th to the 23rd of September. This from the Arctic and North Pole view down, so the North Pole just there, and then of course the wider Arctic Circle will be around there. The mid-latitudes are through there, of course. Blue is extrapolating to below average heights, which is low pressure, and yellow, orange and red to above average heights, which is high pressure. So in the coming week, we're going to have an area of high pressure sitting to the west and the northwest of the UK and Ireland, with a trough of low pressure to our east and northeast, and that will leave us in a rather cool run of northern winds. There should be quite a lot of dry weather, but the temperature will be rather on the cool side. Week 2 is the 23rd to the 30th of September, similar, but the high pressure goes even further north, centres around Greenland, so that's proper northern blocking, and that allows the trough of low pressure to extend to the south of the country. So this will pull wind into quite a cool east or northeasterly, but would also be more unsettled, with this low pressure coming in from the south and from the southwest, bringing spells of rain, especially so for more southern areas actually. And then weeks 3 and 4 will take us from the 30th of September to 14th of October, with low pressure in the Atlantic and to our northeast. So we've got two troughs. There's probably therefore going to be a ridge through here, with the jet stream maybe doing something a bit like that. Although, remember, it's a 2-week anomaly, so it could be a little bit transitional. Well, you might get something like another unsettled week for the third week, and then towards higher pressure in the fourth week, something like that could be going on. This is the tropical mid-latitude view, so you can't see the Arctic, the North Pole, Greenland, Scandinavia. All those areas are off the chart up here, but we've had a look at that view down, so we know what's going on. Really, we've got the area above, this is week 1, 500 millibar high time. We've got the area of above average height sitting over and just to the west of the country. And then over here, we can see that trough of low pressure extending in across many parts of Europe. It leaves us in a northerly wind. So temperature is actually going to be a bit below average, which is something we haven't seen on these charts for a long time, especially so for England and Wales, just a little area of blue showing up just there. If you come over here, you see most of the continent looking cooler than average in the week ahead as well. So that's a big change on what we've had recently. With high pressure in the Atlantic, it's rather drier than average though, so we don't need to worry about much of wet rainfall in the weekend. It is though going to be rather cool. Now week 2 is the 23rd to the 30th of September. Looks more unsettled, with the trough of low pressure then to our south, and the high pressure actually goes further north towards Greenland and Iceland. Temperature numbers lift up in this week, perhaps a little bit surprisingly, goes more than average, especially to our north and west, but does also start turning wetter, especially so for England and Wales, most parts of the continent looking wetter too. And then weeks 3 and 4 have that rather strange anomaly, with the below average heights to our west and also over here to our east. Warm in the first couple of weeks of October, temperatures back in the yellows, which is 1 to 2 degrees above average. Precipitation wise, it goes a bit wetter for more northern and western areas, but it's a little bit drier further southwards. Let's see how CFS 2 compares. So these are 500 millibar high time is broken down into week periods. The first week period will take us from the 16th to 22nd of September. The coming week, we'll have the above average heights to our west and northwest, with below average heights to our east and northeast. That brings the wind in from that cool northerly or northeasterly direction. High pressure should bring on dry weather though. Week 2 will be the 23rd to the 29th of September. Low pressure is in off the Atlantic Ocean in combination with that blocking area. High pressure to the north around Svalbard, and so that means that not only will it probably be quite cool, you'll think it also is more unsettled as well. Week 3 is going to be the 30th of September to the 6th of October, with below average heights low pressure over and to west of the country, winds remaining from off the Atlantic, so still looking unsettled there. And then week 4 will be the 7th to the 13th of October, again below average heights to the north, above average heights to the south. All looks a little bit unsettled, and probably more so than the JMA is showing. Temperature anomalies for week 1. With southwest 16th to 22nd of September below average, particularly for England and Wales. Most parts of the continent looking very cool as well in the week ahead. Week 2 is the 23rd to the 29th of September, and it's a little bit above average then. Week 3 is going to be the 30th of September to the 6th of October, warmer than average. And week 4 is the 7th to the 13th of October, that too warmer than average. So both models are going for warmer weather for the end of September and through the first half of October, after a cooler first week. But again, they probably didn't forecast becoming cool week all that well like 2 or 3 weeks ago. So we will wait and see what happens, I think, further down the track. Precipitation wise, for week 1, 16th to 22nd of September, drier than average. Then it goes wetter in week 2, 23rd, 29th of September. We end the month on a wet note as we started it. Week 3 is the 30th of September to 6th of October. That also with above average rainfall. And then by the time through week 4, the signal is weakening, but it's still a little bit above average actually, more so towards the north. So we have quite good agreement between the two models today. Whoops, we have quite good agreement between the two models today. And let's pull that down. And we start off relatively dry but cool for the first week. Then we turn much more unsettled for the final week of September. A lot wetter then, but temperatures start to lift up and it becomes warmer if these models are right, and that leads us into a relatively warm first half to October. They are differing about how settled or unsettled the first half of October might be. The share best by far the most unsettled of the two, the kind of wet first half to October, whereas the JMA does look a little bit dry, so there's a difference there, but overall starting cool and then getting warmer. Right, well, that's it for JMA Friday for this week. We'll do it all over again next week. Remember, any forecast beyond 5-7 days comes with big health warnings and large pinches of salt attached. We will be back later on with your 10 to 14 day, which will include all other regular features, so come back for that a little bit later. But for JMA Friday for this week, that's all for now, and thanks for watching.